Hi guys, so it's been a wee while since I've done a walk round of the shop, so we'll do another one just now. There's quite a lot been changed since the last one you saw, so as usual we'll start over with our till area. Mainly tons of Pokemon stuff here, but some nice up the top. We've got this new shelving in, and we've got lots of nice kind of high-end items, some nice Marvel stuff. Obviously Star Wars. Some nice items there. I've got Pokemon folders, pin badges, a wee testing station, some other bits and bobs. We've got a sword from Highlander signed by Christopher Lambert, some old Gremlins, beautiful Chucky, some nice wrestling belts, lightsabers, and obviously a fridge. So we've got a couple of folders full of loose Pokemon cards, all individually priced. We've got nice Yu-Gi-Oh, some Japanese Pokemon, some of the newest tins, new cards, what we call God packs, so you get 10 shiny cards in there. Some nice stuff. And here we've got some costume jewellery. Check this bad boy out, the Analog Pocket, what a machine that is. We've got some modded Game Boys, not as many as I'd like, but they're nice. Some Marvel costume jewellery, and we've got two nice watches randomly. We've got a nice Captain America one and a Sega Dreamcast one. So that's that kind of section. So as you come in the door, you've got these cabinets. So there's lots of handheld, there's some Lego stuff in here. It's all very nice, but it's not boxed, unfortunately. Some handheld consoles. We've got a modded Game Boy Advance. Actually, there's quite a lot of reflection here off the glass door. A few nice additions in there. Limited DuckTales cart. Some other bits. We've got the Brixty 4, the Lego Commodore 64, a couple of sealed DS games. A few more expensive kind of things. We've got some Game & Watches, Wonder Swans. It's pretty cool old figures. Some special edition stuff. We've got a wee wrestling belt signed by 3 different people, and an original Voltron. And there's Evil Lyn as well from He-Man. So then we've got, this is kind of like where we put all the new plushies and stuff when they come in, some new Pokemon pencil cases and stuff. Just got in the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. If you haven't seen the film, get yourself to see it, it's really good. And hello Eevee. So we've got a wee Pokemon kind of cabinet here. We've got some of the more expensive games, a few odd bits. There's a sealed mystery dungeon, and a couple of quite random Japanese items. And then that gets us onto our shelves full of games. So original Xbox 360, there's even BBC, Amiga, ST, PC stuff down the bottom. So as you can see, literally thousands of games, I would say. There's in television, we've got ColecoVision, we've got Atari 2600, 7800, we've got PSP, PS Vita, PS3. These are actually PlayStation 4 limited run games, done to look like Neo Geo stuff. So we go down further, we get to PS2. So these are obviously too deep as well, the shelves, so there's loads of games in there. We've got your game guides at the bottom as well. We've got a box full of weird stuff like Evercade, Neo Geo Pocket. We've got some Spectrum and Atari tape stuff. We've got not a big selection, we've got some Wii U, some Wii. There's some Switch stuff here. Should be right there. Got some nice limited edition Switch stuff there as well. We've got quite a few of the limited run games tucked in there as well. We've got Ring Fit. We've got some accessories for PS2, and I think here, this is quite nice, it's quite rare, it's the Onimusha memory card from Hori. It's quite nice. And I missed out the most important part here, we've got the sweets and drinks. So got quite a nice big range in just now. As a lot of you know, I've just kind of taken over the American Munchies shop in Kilmarnock as well, so we're working on getting even more stuff in here. I've got quite a lot, as you can see, and there's also some nice crisps and stuff here. The Takis nuts are quite popular, they're really amazing. And the other thing we've got up here, we've got quite a lot of hot toys. So it's quite hard to show all these. And we've got a nice Return of the Living Dead 6 scale figure as well. So got a nice selection. Got this cool Halo diorama thing. Batman looking cheerful as ever. And an Evil Within promotional cube thing that you can randomly put your head in, sitting on top of a Millennium Falcon. And here, I'll just show you the artwork, we've got our arcade. Not switched on just now because the electricity is not cheap, but we've got some nice games: Mario Kart, Afterburner, the original Outrun, Scud Race, original Pac-Man. We've got a nice wee tabletop thing here that's got 60 games built in. Aliens Extermination, Terminator, which just never seems to work, unfortunately. Got the Star Wars Battle Pod, really cool. Got an Astro City, which we change the games on quite often. And we've got a Blast City, same again, we change the game on that. It's got a Capcom multi in it, the Darksoft one, so we can play all the CPS2 games. Hard to see because it's dark in here. That's Crossbeat Sunrise, one of my favourites, and we've got a Vuelix that was an absolute disaster to get up and running, so we've had to just put a PC in it to play emulation, but it's quite cool because you can get Turtles and NBA Jam or whatever kids want to play on it. And so we'll go through the wee side door here to get to the back of the shop. This is the other thing, we've got set up a wee CRT station so we can put in whatever console we want. Just now we've got it with a nice Mega Drive to play Streets of Rage, which everyone should want to play. We've got a couple of bookcases here full of the new and old graphic novels. As you can see at the top, we've tried to decorate it, but we need to get something done getting this painted. Don't know if Chewie would approve. A couple of random Marvel figures about. And here, got some cool figures, lots of Final Fantasy, some DC, pretty cool stuff. And we've got the Hot Toys Batmobile, which is £750 I think, but it's awesome. Some more Final Fantasy figures hanging up there. So here we've got all our comics. So we get new comics in, we've got priced up back issues, and then we've got a section here that's just 5 for a tenner. You can get some really nice stuff in there as well. We've got some manga and anime stuff at the bottom, mixed in with some other stuff, and some old 2000 ADs and stuff there. Here we've got our poster rack. I won't go through all of them, but we've got 48 different posters in. We've got some frames for sale as well, get them sorted out nice. This is a wee table area where if we've got a birthday party in, the kids will sit and eat their food. Got some really nice Loungefly bags in, and some other bags at the bottom, and some really nice figures there. Got another glass cabinet here with some nice display figures in it. Right, mix of stuff in there. Here we've got loads of Amiibos, boxed and loose. Some of the kind of more expensive Funko Pops and Street Fighter figures. Randomly we've got 2 pair of trainers at the bottom as well. We've got It and Pikachu ones. Some really nice horror figures. These ones didn't come in boxed. And on top we've got some more nice figures as well. Final Fantasy, we've got some SNK, Dragon Quest, and we've got a nice Batman and Superman as well. So over here, lots of anime, Gundam, Dragon Ball, we've got loads of Demon Slayer, Death Note, things like that. Same here, got a couple of big Lego displays that plug in and light up. Hopefully I'm not moving too fast to get you all dizzy. Some really nice Street Fighter figures. A few masks randomly. So these figures, they can go 2, 3, 4 deep sometimes, so there is quite a lot of rummaging to be done in here. Anyone who knows me knows that's going to happen. I've got some more over here as well. These boxes are, there's loads of really cool stuff in it. There's probably a wee bit of junk as well, but they're always worth a wee look through. And on the bottom we've got loads of Japanese laser discs. Some nice ones in there. So we'll try and go around here, then I'll show you all the games in the middle after that. So this is kind of like a little Star Wars and Star Trek-y type section here. I know people will get offended that I mix them up, but I like both. It's pretty cool, it's a wee replica of Han's blaster. We've got Star Wars Funko Pops. Some Star Trek figures, Star Trek pops, some spaceships, random stuff at the bottom, some VHS tapes mixed in here as well, which no one wants. And a few kind of bigger special edition games and bigger Funko Pops. There's the Ecto-1. And these are the boxes for the DC figures you've seen earlier on. The Batman Beyond one's beautiful. Love this big Batman Funko Pop. That's actually a limited edition Space Invaders trainers. I think they only made 250 pairs. Right, so this is the main kind of Funko Pop section. Jim Gray's tries his best to organise this, but it does get ransacked all the time because they are at least three deep usually, so it's really difficult to keep it organised. We have quite a few, and there's more upstairs I still need to price up. And I'll just show you the top here. So along the top we've got loads of big figures. Some of these are really old NECA figures and they're absolutely awesome. And this is kind of like a wee Marvel and DC kind of smaller figures and Funko Pop section. There's a few of the Cos Baby toys in there, they're absolutely amazing. So loads of nice things in here. I love that Galactus Silver Surfer Pop, that's nice. So again, we'll just go along the side before I do all the racking. Don't get many Beetlejuice figures these days, that's excellent. The Crow, Pinhead. So we kind of, a little bit of a mix of figures here, some horror, some Godzilla, King Kong, loads of NECA stuff, got some Terminator, Robocop, Aliens, Predator. Got a few Harry Potter ones left, I really need to order up more. We've got some nice Battlestar Galactica ships in. And we've got the guy playing the banjo from The Witcher. A couple of Ed 209s, some Terminator stuff. And along the bottom they're quite tucked away because we ran out of space, but there's loads of older Living Dead dolls in here. And there's a newer one as well. And here we go. So there's a full-size Annabelle. We've got the new full-size Chucky's out this week. We've paid for it, so it should turn up hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a 1:1 scale. It's a new NECA one. It unfortunately retails about £600. So these Gremlins things are awesome, but they're really expensive because they're old and they've never been taken out of the box. We've got a wee Annabelle in there as well. We've got Lucille from The Walking Dead. That's the proper McFarlane one, the older one that's much better than the new one that's out. Some Freddy stuff, some gloves, a couple of more Chuckies. And here, got some Lord of the Rings, some really nice things. We've got a big Gears of War figure box set. That's McFarlane as well, I think. Loads of Walking Dead figures, some Tomb Raider, random NECAs like Elvis, no that's McFarlane, sorry. Some Star Trek stuff in there as well, randomly. It should be in the Star Trek section. A few Stranger Things, Gremlins mask. So even with a big shop, we do struggle to display everything. So these are loose Lord of the Rings figures that we've just bagged up nice. All really nice figures. So obviously you're seeing what's at the front here, but there's maybe 5 and 6 figures on each row. Some more bigger figures, early Sideshow Lord of the Rings figures. Really nice Batman and Harley. Albeit it's very expensive. There's Kratos. Nice blade. So yeah, tons and tons of stuff wherever you look. Love that Thundercats figure. So we've got a wee NECA horror section here, which we'll be getting restocked this week. Always popular. Obviously Elvira. And now we're into kind of more. There is a couple of really nice Battlestar figures up there, but more kind of Marvel Select figures. I've got some of the amazing Batman figures. The DC McFarlane toy stuff is really good and it's really quite well priced for what it is. Again, as you can see, there's like 4 deep here, all the Marvel Legends figures, so we've got tons of them in. And obviously, there's Howard the Duck. What more do you need to know? And we've got loads of DCs, you can see these are 5 deep sometimes. Loads of stuff at the bottom as well. Loads of Star Wars things here, smaller figures. More plushies. Nice Turtles selection as well. Dungeons and Dragons from the Incredible cartoon. He-Man. Some Lego stuff. These Judge Dredd, I think they are 18 scale figure, 1 in 18. They're amazing. The Mortal Kombat figures are from 1993, I believe. They're really old. Some cool old Transformers. That's an Optimus Prime that transforms into an iPod dock. More Judge Dredd. A couple of original Transformers. And that's about that. So here we've got a nice wee display. Again, tons of action figures. There's a lot of stuff here that we got for good prices, so we're selling for really good prices for what they are. I know Fortnite's not as popular, but the figures are amazing and they're only £8 each. You've got your DC Multiverse figures for £12. And at the bottom we've got a lovely Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride set. The Bat Raptor's amazing. And to go round here again, we've got a little, I'm just going to try and zoom back here. That's better. So we've got a wee wrestling section, loads of wrestling figures. This is kind of Jim Gray's territory, he's really into his wrestling. We've got loads of wrestling Funko Pops. And down the bottom here we've got Ring Giants, I think we've got about 12 of them. We've got the Silent Hill stuff's really nice. An Assassin's Creed axe, Scarface, we've got a couple of Scarface figures in. Can't go wrong with Alf, E.T., Back to the Future. Got some Ghostbusters stuff, a few loose wrestling figures. And we'll nip round here. So got a few Nerf guns and stuff in. Some more amiibos, kind of gaming related stuff. Narnia of all things. A wee bit more of a kind of kiddie selection, this for kiddie toys. Got that nice Fortnite mask. These Marvel toy box figures are really nice. And down here we've got some annuals and random Simpsons books and stuff. So we're kind of getting near the game stuff. So these are all board games. We've got a decent wee selection in. Some brand new, some well looked after, but complete. Warhammer, we've got loads of Warhammer books, random things here. We've got a few big jigsaws and again more nice board games. This section could do with a wee tidy up actually. A few Game of Thrones Funkos. There's a few Lord of the Rings things mixed in here as well. More books, more board games. And we're kind of getting into the console stuff now. But we've got some more. So, in theory, mainly kind of Nintendo stuff here. I think that's just going to be Ring Fit. PS2, we've got Wii U, we've got GameCube broadband adapters and modem adapters, switches, we've got a Super Player, which is basically a Super Nintendo compatible console, it's totally region free. Got boxed NES's, we've got Wii's, we've got controllers, Wii Fit, we've got an Ouya stuck in there, boxed N64 controllers. That Dragon Ball should be at the other side, I'll move that in a minute. We've got a nice Replicade, I think it's a 6 scale Asteroids, brand new, it's £200 though, but it's nice. Some PlayStation stuff. We've got a VR, some PlayStation 3 consoles and accessories. PS4, some fight sticks. Here, so this is a weird one, we've got the video computer VC4000. I've got a box upstairs that's got 37 games in it, it's every game ever released on it, so the full set for £1,500. This is hilarious. I don't remember Arnold Schwarzenegger ever saying "I've returned" at any point in the film, but it's a cool box for the C64. Got a Microvision here with every game released for it for £1,000. I think there was only 8 games though, so it's not that many. Got a nice Vectrex. We've got some handheld plug and play stuff. A few weird things here, but pretty cool. We've got loose Mega Drives, Mega CDs. We've got a Mega CD1 and a Mega C2 here loose. The Neo Geo X system, MSX. What a piece of crap this is. The Amstrad GX4000. Commodore Spectrums. We've got a boxed Vectrex. We've got Xbox 360s boxed. We've got loose Xboxes. This is really cool, the Halo edition Xbox One. We've got some loose Nintendo stuff. We've got a really quite heavily modded NES in here. It is expensive at £200, but the picture quality of it is unbelievable. Some loose PlayStations and SNES, random accessories. We've got a boxed, well it's not an official box, sorry, a Mattel Aquarius. Comes with the Aquamax add-on with the micro SD card, and it's got every single game or bit of software released for it with a mini expansion as well. An unusual one. Lovely cassette player. We've got a Commodore disk drive boxed. We've got some loose computers like the Video Pack. There's an Astronic, Commodore 64, Amiga, MSX, Commodore VIC-20, Plus4, Atari 600, Atari ST. Got a brand new Amstrad monitor, never been used. There's a nice Atari 800 XL. We've got an STE 1040. Philips Another Atari. I've got a Binatone. This thing must be good because it's the most exciting home video game, which is quite acclaimed. We've got loose Amigas, Commodores, Amiga. I think everyone's trying to get rid of Amigas because the STs are better. We've got Atari consoles, a grandstand. We've got some iMacs at the bottom as well, and there's some Sega stuff. So that's a Mega CD2 and Mega Drive 2. We've got a Dreamcast here that's got the developer BIOS in it, so it's totally region free. We've got standard Dreamcast. There's the arcade stick. This is a limited pack that comes with the 3 games in it as well. We've got Master System 2. We've got the remote control. We've got a very expensive but brand new control pad. We've got loose Sega Saturns. We've got a couple of Master Systems and some accessories at the bottom. And at the top here we've got a couple of different versions of the Justifier. And here we're into Microsoft stuff, really. We've got a Series X in just now. And this is Japanese consoles we're into. So we've got some nice limited edition PlayStation consoles. These are Japanese PS1. The Densha to go. We've got Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy stuff. It's a fully backwards compatible Japanese PS3 in amazing condition. Tucked in there we've got the silver Sony PSX, which is really rare. Again, more limited edition stuff. Some Densha controllers. It's a unboxed, backwards compatible PS3. And down here we've got some fighting sticks, some Taiko no Tatsujin, some more PS1s. The Biohazard Anniversary box set, that's beautiful. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, limited edition. Some nice Nintendo stuff. Another PS2. This one plays American and Japanese N64 games. GameCube's Pikachu edition. We've got some Famicom disc systems, some modded AV Famicoms. We've got one that's all in one, all AV modded. We've got Super Famicoms and some Donkey Konga stuff in that. And here, got a nice Virtual Boy. We've got the Turbo Express, which is a handheld PC engine. It's £750, but it's beautiful. Some more Dreamcast, GameCube, the legendary Atari Jaguar. And here there's a nice Kingdom Hearts display. We've got a Neo Geo CD-Z, Japanese Mega Drive Mini, the Konami style Metal Gear Solid HD collection, tons of magazines and books. We've got a brand new Derby Stallion Sega Saturn. We've got a regular Saturn, some arcade sticks, Dreamcast limited edition. We've got 2 of these slightly different, the Victor V Saturn, that's the Christmas Nights one, and that's the Vatova edition, both very, very rare and unfortunately expensive. We've got a loose Japanese Dreamcast, we've got the loose R7 Dreamcast, again some more guns, the Sega Hard Historia, and loads of Japanese guidebooks, art books, and kind of gaming magazines. So some more Sega Saturns, that's the This Is Cool clear one, Dreamcast twin sticks. The Othello Multivision, that's a Mark III compatible console, the SG. So these are all limited edition games. Big box stuff with random accessories and stuff included. Quite a lot of that. And some Overwatch Funko Pops here. Some random stuff. More limited edition, a few UK magazines down there. And this is a cool bit. So we've got really weird stuff. The Gundam RX-78 computer, a couple of Pioneer MSXs, the Virtual On twin sticks for 360, really hard to get. A Doraemon plug and play, arcade sticks, Tommy Puta Jr., a Pippin keyboard, TV jack, got the sonar adapter for the Wonderswan to help you fishing. We've got lots of Zavix stuff, some plug and play dancing games and stuff, and down the bottom we've got like PC 98, we've got FM Towns, we've got some games for kind of obscure Japanese computer systems. Again, loads more Japanese magazines. Casio Lupi, Bandai Playdia, Japanese 360, CDO stuff, PCFX, a Pioneer Laser Active, don't see them very often, all recapped and serviced, MSX, Super Graphics, fancy guitar. And these shelves are a little bit of a mess, but we've got controllers, whether it be fight sticks or twin sticks or steering wheels, and some more kind of random Japanese rummage boxes here. Don't know why we've got a Super Multi-Writer here. Okay, didn't even know I had that. Rummage boxes. This is some American consoles, so we've got two brand new and still sealed slim PS2s, GameCubes. For some reason I've got a Braveheart film print here. These are quite nice, all the kind of GunCon stuff, all the American, brand new Xbox, American Dreamcast, American N64, got a brand new Nintendo Wii and a brand new Taiko no Tatsujin Taiko Drum Master for PS2. These things here are full of Final Fantasy trading cards that I don't know what to do with. So that's about it for this section. So I'll just zoom back into normal. We've got this wee bit here that's quite cool. So we've got all our, well not all, but we've got a lot of controllers here now for you to kind of pick through, all bagged up. We're always getting asked for controllers, and until now we hadn't really found a way to display them, so this works quite well. And here we have the Japanese game section, so quite a lot. It's getting a bit overstocked just now, so we've got loads of PS2 games here. We've got soundtrack CDs, we've got Xbox 360. I'm going to have to give in and put the Vita stuff in a bigger box. We've got a random Rockman. This is all PlayStation 1 games. Underneath we've got a lot of weird stuff like special editions, PlayStation Portable stuff, PSP, sorry. Kind of more 360 and Xbox. We've got Japanese Wii. Up top we've got loads of nice Sega Saturn games in just now. PlayStation, Sega Saturn, there's a Dreamcast bit here. We've got 6 boxes worth of PC Engine stuff now. We've got GameCube. This is kind of more modern Japanese stuff. We've got some nice Switch and PlayStation 4 games. Tons of PlayStation 3 and PSP stuff on the floor as well. A wee bit overflow of Famicom Disk System. That's all Famicom, that's Famicom, Super Famicom, all the way along there. At the bottom we've got Neo Geo CD, Mega CD, loose Famicom, loose Game Gear, loose Nintendo 64. We've got some boxes full of plushies here. Again, more Super Famicom stuff. Randomly we've got an Animal Crossing poster. Loads of loose Super Famicom carts, tons of N64. We've got some American stuff down here. We've got Wonderswan. We have Game Gear Japanese, Mark III, Game Boy Advance, Neo Geo Pocket. We've got Sega Pico games, some more American more Game Boy. Got a lot of nice American Super Nintendo and Mega Drive, PlayStation. Again, this is nice Game Boy stuff. There's Kid Dracula, Game Boy Pocket camera. We've got PC Engine, Dreamcast round this side. Underneath we've got loose Game Boy. So there's like 4 boxes of soundtrack CDs there as well. I'm going to have to tidy this up. And last bit, I think, at this side we've got, well, I'll show you here, we've got the shelving here. This is all UK games again. Along the top we've got lots of limited edition stuff, some box controllers. So we've got DS and 3DS, we've got NES stuff in here. Loads of GameCube. Quite well stocked up on PlayStation 1 games just now, so these boxes are 2 levels deep. We've got Skylanders and Disney Infinity. There's lots of Amiga and ST stuff, big box PC games. More PlayStation, kind of mainly Fodder, PS3, Super Nintendo, N64. We've got loose NES. Got a couple of boxes of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance stuff. We've got loose SNES and then 2 trays of loose N64. Sega Saturn stuff's pretty well stocked up just now. We've got 2 big boxes of that. We've got the PS2 TV built into the Sony Bravia. Very expensive but very nice BioShock box set. We've got an overflowing Dreamcast box just now as well. This is all the loose kind of handheld carts and Atari stuff. Big box of Master System. I've got 3 boxes here of Mega Drive, but I've got a massive collection to price up today. And Mega CD, Soundtrack, Philips CDI, Neo Geo CD, 3DO, Vectrex. So pretty much most things covered. And I'll have to go and open the shop now, but thanks for watching.